Dr. Kemi of Nigeria, it's Monday, the 29th of September, 2025. Let's talk about President Tinubu's performance so far. Everybody's talking about, has he done well? Has he not done well? I've seen VDM's own, I've seen Leg Miami, I've seen all kinds. This is my own. Out of a 10, I'm giving President Tinubu a 2 out of a 10. He hasn't done much. The dollar is too powerful against the naira. It's still stuck at that 1500, 1550. It's not good. The CDs, the same thing. The CEFAs, the same thing. The naira is now the 9th worst currency in Africa. Now, I do want to talk about this Edo State, Monday. What is the name of that governor? Okpebolo. He went to Glasgow, Scotland, to sign for investments, for Glasgow to invest in Edo State, I guess. At the end of the day, why is the state governor going to Glasgow? Which is going to be the money that the people over there are actually putting into Edo State and not the government in the government of Scotland. At the end of the day, guys, something is very wrong with President Tinubu on this thing. President Tinubu has been traveling up and down, trying to get us visa-free entry into countries in the Caribbean that most Nigerians can't even afford to go, let alone vacation. St. Kitts and Nevis, which is Hush Puppy's hometown per se. Remember Hush Puppy? When he got their passport from the investment passport program, he paid $150K to get their passport. They revoked it because it's bad PR for them. Okay, now, St. Kitts and Nevis said we don't need visa, and their own people don't need visas too. He also went to Brazil. Is that visa free too? President Tinubu went to St. Lucia. He's been going to do all these different things that's not benefiting the average Nigerian. Now let me say something. What I want to tell you guys right now is I have children who are American, 3 of them. A special needs, high-functioning autistic man who's 38, a 34-year-old, and a 25-year-old. President Trump went to 3 Middle Eastern countries, something that no U.S. president has ever done. He did that in a week and signed $5 trillion worth of deals. And when he left UAE and Qatar and Saudi Arabia, he said something. I'm signing these deals for my children's children and their children's children. In other words, President Trump, who's going to be 80 next year, may not even be here after a few years, but he has done what he has to do for the American people. My children included. I covered that story. I watched everything as it happened. Why is President Tinubu not going around and looking for deals for Nigeria? Why? Another thing, United Nations, where the world is supposed to meet and talk about what our problems are. Last year, the year before, nothing good has ever happened. Shettima went there to talk again this year. And was it last year too? Why is President Tinubu not going to Anga to talk for us? I think I saw Shettima in a footage talking about Palestine. Is that our biggest problem right now, Gaza and Palestine and Israel? When people are getting killed in Benue, Edo State, Kogi State, insecurity left, right, and center. And yet, AFRICOM, the African Command, who has been helping U.S. forces, who have been helping many African countries against Al-Qaeda and jihadists. Al-Qaeda used to target the Americans. Have they done that recently? No, they dare not. But now they're in Africa, in terror cells. They're settled. And you guys are sitting down. Your own country is crumbling and you're supporting Burkina Faso. Look what happened with Traore's children and Traore's mothers. The women and the children and the families on the border of Burkina Faso to Mali, a lot of them are being fed and taken care of by jihadists. So if he hates those jihadists that much, he should go kill them. Not the mothers and the children. You all sit down there praising Traore, but you don't know what's going on in his country. I'm a retired journalist. A few months ago, BBC tried to report it. They chucked them out. BBC was expelled from Burkina Faso because he does not like them. BBC revealed that 100 women and children were killed. 100 women and children and men were killed in the border. And even when they told Mahama this, because Mahama is friends with Burkina Faso, he is also bordering that country from northern Ghana. At the end of the day, people, They don't want Africa. They think America is spying on them. They don't want this. They don't want that. They even think America is the one trying to do the coups against them. I'm not supporting anybody. I'm just telling you that there's a lot our countries need to do. Africa can never unite. Uniting Africa for what? Everybody has their own thing. South Africa has Operation Dudula. They don't want foreigners or any other Africans accessing their health care. Yet, Julius Malema comes to Nigeria and was a guest of the Nigerian Bar Association, and he didn't address it properly. Everybody's doing their own thing, every country to themselves. Look at what's happening in Somalia. Look what's happening in Sudan, Darfur, all these places, even Rwanda. President Trump has tried to end the war over there in Congo, but people prefer to fight. I'm not going to say any much more than I've said, but President Tinubu needs to wake up and find a way to reduce the dollar to the naira and the prices of things in Nigeria. Imagine, I left 3 years ago. I will not continue the persecution. Persecution from the masses, to me, was worse than even the government. Because many of you in Nigeria, you prefer to suffer. Nigeria will become one day a government without media. Or media without a government. I'm Dr. Kemi of Nigeria. Finally, don't forget what David Hunting said. He claims the Rockefeller Center has information that Nigeria will not even exist in 2026, meaning that it's as good as not existing for 2027. Whether it exists or not, my own say is 65 years in 2 days. Nigeria turns 65, and that is the retirement age in America. When I thought about Nigeria at 65, Nigeria has retired. It's over. The country is gone.